I had no idea that a normal ride to work would destroy my biggest dream and force my parents to sell the only home they had ever owned. My name is Emma Parker. I grew up in a small town in Texas, and ever since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a flight attendant. By the age of 21, that dream finally felt within reach. I had completed my training, passed every exam, and was preparing for interviews with major airlines. For the first time in my life, everything seemed perfect. But fate had other plans. One rainy morning, I left home on my scooter, just like any other day. The roads were wet, the sky was grey, and I was thinking about my future. Then, in a matter of seconds, everything changed. A speeding truck lost control at an intersection. The next thing I remember was darkness. When I opened my eyes again, I was lying in a hospital bed.
Emma,
21 days had passed. Doctors told me I had suffered a severe head injury. My skull had fractured. Multiple surgeries had been performed, and for days, nobody knew if I would survive. Later, I learned that one night, the doctors called my parents into a private room. They told them there was very little hope left. My mother broke down in tears, but my father refused to give up. He looked at the doctors and said, "Save my daughter, whatever it costs."
Emma.
Against all odds, I survived. Everyone called it a miracle, but surviving turned out to be the easy part. When I finally returned home, people didn't see a survivor. They saw my scars. Some stared, some whispered, others openly judged me. Every comment felt like another wound. Slowly, I stopped believing in myself, and the dream I had worked for my entire life began to disappear. Then came another devastating blow. Doctors said I would need years of treatment, rehabilitation, and constant medical care. The bills kept growing. Savings disappeared. Loans piled up. And one night, I overheard a conversation I was never supposed to hear. My parents had decided to sell our house. The house where I took my first steps. The house where we celebrated birthdays. The house that held every memory of our family. They were willing to lose everything just to save me. That night, I cried harder than I ever had after the accident. Not because of the pain, but because I finally understood how much my parents were sacrificing for me. When my father saw me crying, he sat beside me and said something I'll never forget. "A house is just bricks and wood, Emma. You are our real home." Those words changed everything. From that moment on, I stopped asking, "Why me?" and started asking, "What can I do with this second chance?" So I fought. Through the pain, through the surgeries, through the therapy, through every setback, day after day, year after year, and eventually, I won. 3 years later, doctors declared me fully recovered. Today, I work alongside my parents in a small family restaurant. I never became a flight attendant. I never got the future I once imagined. But I gained something far more valuable, a second chance. And now I have only one dream left. One day, I'm going to buy my parents a home even better than the one they sold to save my life. Because sometimes, the greatest heroes don't wear uniforms. Sometimes they're just parents, willing to sacrifice everything so their child gets one more chance to live.